I do not understand the hate for Sonic Frontiers. First of all, the game isn't even out yet. You can't hate. You sort of hate something before it comes out. There are a lot of people who do this. Of course, if a trailer looks bad or something like that, like if it looks really, really bad, like the CGI is off in a movie, or the movie that upsets you, like cuties and cats, I can understand that. But Sonic Frontiers, it just looks like a standard Sonic game, and people are pissed off. The main complaint, oh, it's empty open world. Okay, most of these quote unquote open world games, yes, that includes games that have been praised to death, like Witcher 3, Skyrim, have mostly empty open worlds. You really expect Sega to say, okay, let's try to please these people and put a bunch of random animals in the middle of the forest that cost dev time and everything else. Else. Or, games that have been criticized like Far Cry, where, oh, there's not enough to do in the open world, but again, you're not really supposed to go in most of those areas. You're really supposed to go to objective to objective and missing. That's mostly how open world games have devolved to, basically. You have to do like quests and stuff to get them. But Sonic Frontiers to be like Sonic Forces, but with a brand and bolded open world instead of the normal Sonic level select. Why is Sonic actually open world gameplay at any time too? It's a Mario Odyssey open world zone game by that was as well. Even then, my Odyssey, there's still lots of areas that are outside the main quest area that are pretty empty as well. And my Odyssey does not really have that big of an open world, so there's much more things to put in. But my Odyssey, you still have time. You still have areas where you have to just wander around and stuff. Basically, that's the whole point of open world. You're supposed to appreciate the world. You're not supposed to, oh yeah, it's not big enough. There's not enough things in the forest. There's not enough trees. There's not enough. It's basically the whole thing is just nitpicking. The whole entire thing, the whole entire complaints about this game is just nitpicking. People being ungrateful. But you don't see the same people being ungrateful for Pokemon Sword and Shield, Pokemon Scarlet Violet. You don't see the same people complain about Pokemon Scarlet Violet's quote unquote empty open world, Pokemon Sword and Shield's empty wild area. The same people who will criticize this game don't complain about Sword and Shield, don't complain about, Scarlet and Violet. It proves that Halo Infinite has a pretty empty open world, and that game was pretty praised for its campaign. Why does it matter how empty the open world is? At least if there's things to do, and those quests in the story, people are not gonna be going around these quote unquote open worlds. Even in games like GTA, there's like patches. Some of the older GTA games have patches of areas where there's like nothing to do. Okay, it's in every open world game. I wish people will realize this. Every open world game has these patches and areas that are basically empty. Like GTA even has them. Skyrim has them. Okay, if you go into a forest in real life, there isn't really much besides trees and small animals. A lot of the world is like this. Okay, it doesn't have to be filled with large animals and stuff every single area. So you have to basically put this video. Goodbye.